franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here now, 2nd and 4. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Warren. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Pickett back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
On the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Jackson out to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Eluding the pressure right. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Warren. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and started working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett sets up play action. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing, but how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd down, here's Pickett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On the run, it's Warren. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Pickett changing the play. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. Nifty footwork at the 45. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Pickett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Harris running straight ahead. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it. Warren.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a run with Warren. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Boswell's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson being chased out left. That is caught, Bateman, and he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here, because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line, because...
Man, I feel you with that miss. Good game, man. Good game.
Plus, we know it's going to be difficult, and that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Pickett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close.